what's up guys? Hey, we're back in here today. We're working on this sound deadening. I probably already got half of it done. Initially I started out, I do this every time. I think I'm just gonna do, 40 to 60%. I just end up doing the whole thing. So that's kind of what I did already. I'm using the kill mat. You can get this stuff off of Amazon. I figured I'd try it out, see how it is. This is it's 80 mil thickness. It's 36 square foot. And this is actually my second box that I used on the truck, so I'll have probably half of this. Yeah, probably about half of it left over. So as of right now, I've already got the firewall, that whole side done. I'll show you guys in a minute because I don't think you can see it, but I don't have nobody to hold the camera. I got the roof done. That door is done. I just did the inside. I didn't do the outside, but now that I'm thinking about it, I may do a little bit of the outside. Might as well, why it's there. So this stuff is super simple. In my truck I used some stuff that was 100, I think is a 120 mil, and it was a higher end stuff. It's super expensive and it's real stiff, real hard to work with, but it's really good stuff. So this time he's not gonna have the stereo or anything like I had, so as long as this stuff stays sticky and doesn't come up, which I don't think it will, we're pretty happy with it so far. It's really easy to work with, really easy to cut. So simple tools that you guys need. Obviously you want to have a clean surface. You can see, if you can't, I got some dirt and stuff in there. We'll get all that vacuumed up. Simple rag, your roller, and a utility knife. It's really all you need. The alcohol I'll use afterwards, and I'll wipe everything down just to get all the dirt and stuff off of. And other than that, we're just gonna get to it. Alright, so you guys have to bear with me on the camera. I don't have anybody to hold it for me right now. But so for me, I just try to try to lay the mat all facing the same direction, just so it's consistent. It looks a little bit better. Another thing I forgot to mention too is one of these boxes is about 60 bucks, so a little under 60 bucks. So it's not that bad versus, like some of the stuff I did in my truck was, it cost me like four or 500 bucks. So this stuff is pretty inexpensive and really easy to work with. So, but like I said, so we'll just start working. We'll try to keep it all the same direction, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys. So I went ahead and jumped forward a little bit here. I kind of want to just show you what I'm doing, but obviously a lot of times you want to just cut, take your measurements and do all that good stuff. But when you start getting all these the turns, the corners, the curves, this stuff isn't rocket science. You just want to lay it down on a nice clean surface, and it's gonna stick. So as you can see, this piece I have here, it was way too long. So it's real simple. Cut the piece that where it's too long, and the reason why you got that little hump right there for the I think that, I don't know what, that might be the frame area right there. But it's just real simple. I cut it where I needed it to be, and then the piece that I have is just sitting there. Then I'll start going up and over that side, and just want to make sure you get it all pressed down. And you'll see, you see all the little I don't even know what you call them, but it's got on that foil, it's got like little raised areas, and those raised areas are, once you roll them or smash them down, it all goes flat. That way you know what you've went over and what you haven't. So it's kind of a cool feature. I don't think it's really needed, but it's cool. So you can see the piece I cut off right there. Now I can lay that piece right up over the top where I wanted it, and it's not too big of a deal. If I would have just left it as one big piece, it'll start to curve off, and then I'll be missing pieces. So pretty simple deal. All right, guys, here we go. We got it all done. All the floor, got most of the firewall as far as we could go anyways. Got all the back wall done. So the roof right there. So far, I mean, no complaints on the kill mat. As you see, the back window, I got all the tint taken off that. I got some new stuff coming from Amazon too. So now we're gonna get this one here. So I'm gonna start taking this tint off. This stuff's nasty. All right. So I figured I would be a good time to tint these windows without all the door panels on it. I've done it before a couple times in the past, so I kind of have a good idea of how to do it, but I'm not all that great on it. So with all this stuff removed, it'll just make it a lot easier. Wasn't bad at all. Got a couple spots right here. And it looks like got that little corner right there, it ripped. That wasn't bad at all. The back window, man, is left a lot of glue. That's not bad at all. So I bought some of the new tint that I got is the new ceramic stuff that they came out with. So I figured I'd give that a try. And although that dark 5% tint looks pretty good, looks real good on the truck, but here in California it's illegal, so I'm not gonna do that. I will do a little bit, probably like a, oh, damn. I think I did like a 20%, so won't be too bad. Hopefully it doesn't get messed with. Here we go. So you could see, yeah, there you go. So you can see the glue that's on there. I have some gooby going on this rag from using it in the back window. It should get it to come right off. There we go. Got a couple other spots. You can almost feel it when you kind of go over it, if there's something there. Yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. We actually really lucked out on that. Sometimes this stuff only comes off like a piece at a time, and it's just a nightmare. But that was not bad at all. All right. What I did is I got I went on Amazon and bought some of the ceramic tint. It's supposed to be the best stuff out. It's kind of pricey. It's about 40 bucks for each roll. So I got a 30 by 10. I got two 30 by 10s. I got 5% for the back window, and I got 20% for the front. Well, squeegee. Got all your instructions. See, there's the 20%. And there's the 5%. So they got it all labeled, which makes it nice. There's something else in there too. No razor blade. Well, that's cool. So these razor blades, they're kind of cheap, but I kind of like to use these small ones to get into these corners and stuff. All right, so what I'm doing now is I want to make sure I know what side is the sticky side and which side's not. So, man, that's all we had. So, real simple trick. You just put get some transparent tape and put it right on the corner there, right on the corner of your tint, and then do the same on the other side. Right there. And then when you pull it apart, you know which side is which. So this outside is got the transparent side, or the all right, guys, so we're gonna start with your tint on the outside. It's easier to get everything trimmed up and all that good stuff. So, but what you want to make sure is that you have your your tint facing the right direction. So the sticky side should be facing you right now. So for me, as you can see right here, I'm doing that front cut. That's one of the harder cuts for me to get straight, so I just like to use the straight edge like that just to get a nice straight cut. Obviously when you're doing this, you want to make sure you're not gouging into your window or hitting your paint or anything like that. But what you want to do, the main focus right here is to get it, for me anyways, is to get it as close to where I need to be as I can before getting onto the front. Alright, so we're going to get ready to put the tint on the inside to kind of get all your final cuts done. Main thing you guys want to do is when you're moving the tint around and stuff like that is don't let it crease. If you guys crease it, all your work is wasted because it'll ruin the tint. And you know, another tip too is you can't use too much water. You know, keep using it. It makes it slide around easier, and it makes the whole process easier. So so basically what I'm going here is we already kind of have our roundabout fitment, and what I'm doing is just kind of matching it up and seeing what's going to be easiest to make the cuts and get them right. So when separating these layers, you just want to be careful. Keep it wet as you're going down, and you want to make sure that you're pulling nice and even, and make sure you don't get any like little V shapes. When you start seeing those little V's, the clear tint will actually start creasing it. So just be real careful. Go nice and slow. Get somebody to help you. You don't want to do it by yourself. It's not worth it. And then just lots and lots of water. And just get it up there, get it close, and then we'll start doing the squeegee portion. And the squeegee portion, you usually want to kind of separate your window into fours and keep an area in the middle that you don't squeegee. That way you can squeegee towards it, and then the air and water will drain down. All right, so there we go, right there. No bubbles. Show you guys. It does look kind of dark. All right, guys, there we go. Nice and clean.
It looks pretty damn easy.
On this side right here. It looks dark, but I think it's just because we're in the shade. But you always want to just come over here and just give it a good look. See if you see any big bubbles, anything that you won't pop out. That's it. So we're just gonna get onto the back window now. All right, guys, just finished up the back window. That one was actually pretty easy, especially with all the stuff out. Just makes it way easy, which is doable for me. With the stuff, with all the panels and everything being on there, it's a little bit tougher for me. So now I'm gonna change out the cabin air filter. I think it's pretty simple. I'll show you guys how to do it real quick. All right, guys, before we install all of our interior, I wanted to change the cabin air filter. Okay. You know, when I jumped on Amazon, I ordered the part that said it was supposed to fit. They sent me the wrong stuff, so I just went down to AutoZone, bought this. It's 20 bucks. Comes with 2 small filters. Got 2 of them just like this right here. So I'm gonna show you where they go. So obviously on our truck, it's a little bit different. We don't have all of the. There's usually a pan that covers all of this stuff up here, and my guess is it probably won't fit right here. So that's probably why I don't have it. So our stuff's a little bit easier, but let me get in here. So the cabin air filter is right here. So you can see you got this little clip right here, and then right under here, right there, you got that 7mm bolt. I'm gonna take that off real quick and I'll be right back. There we go. All right, guys, so got it popped off. So if you look in there, you could see the condenser on that side, and we didn't even have a filter in there. So you got your blower. The blower is actually in here, and the air blows straight this way and goes through the condenser right here. So all you want to do is the filters, see if you can see that. See the arrow? So they just go in just like this. Go in, push it back like so. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you could or not, but it fits in just like that. Arrow's facing the right direction. Yep. Put the other one in. So that's it right there. But I'm gonna have to put the phone down because I'm not gonna be able to put this in, so it doesn't stay in without the bracket. So I'm gonna put it in. All right, guys, that's it. I mean, this seriously is a pretty easy deal. You know, like I said, we didn't have one in there, but I can guarantee nobody changes these things. So if your guys' air's it's not blowing as hard or something like that, like I've taken these out before and they're like filthy dirty. So that'd definitely hinder your AC output. So once again, this is the one that we used right here. STP cabin air filters, CAF1707. It's like 20 bucks for both of them. But as far as that's a wrap for this video. I want you guys to stay tuned because we got our stereo stuff in. So we're gonna run all the wiring to our speakers. We'll be doing 2 6.5s in each door. So we're gonna run that wiring, get all of our power wiring ran, and then we got the carpet kit en route. So stay tuned. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit us up in the comments if you guys got any questions on how we did stuff, or you guys need help yourself. Hit us up in the comments. We're willing to help out. Thanks, guys.